Hello Aries, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are going to be doing your general love reading and everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings. All of that is in the description box below for you. All right, Aries, while we get your cards out, I do want to tell you that I have a sale going for you. It is a Person on Your Mind recorded video reading for $22.22, and everything that you need to know about how to schedule that or what's covered in the reading, all of that is posted on the community page for you, or my email is in the description box below. All right, Aries, we're going to start by taking a look at how this person is currently viewing you. We have the Temperance. We're going to get out the challenge between the two of you. We have the Five of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. And we're going to get out how you are viewing them. We have the Four of Swords. At the bottom of the deck here, we have the Lovers. You know, the Lovers typically does represent that there is a bond or some kind of a connection between you and a person, but it can traditionally represent making decisions when it comes to relationships. And I do feel like that here, especially that coming out in the bottom of the deck, I do feel like whether this is you or the other person, somebody is, there's a need for decisions here. Okay, we're going to put it like that. I do feel like this person is viewing you as somebody who has been very, very patient with them, very understanding. They could feel like there is something that you are waiting for as well, Aries, from them. Maybe what you are waiting for is for them to make some kind of decision, for them to make some kind of change or to take some kind of action. The challenge between the two of you, the Five of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like somebody is very conflicted about what they want long term. Now, for others of you, I feel like there's additional messages coming up from that. For some of you, this person could have a lot of family obligations. For some of you, these are just examples. It doesn't have to be this. You know, they could have, maybe they're divorced and they have children with somebody still. And there's, a lot of responsibilities and pressures that come with that. For others of you, maybe they're a caregiver. Maybe they take care of a parent or a grandparent or something of that nature. And so I definitely feel like there is some kind of responsibilities that this person has that is a factor for some of you. It could definitely be a bit of a challenge where this person feels like they don't always have the time or the energy to invest into this the way that they want to. Now with the Five of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles, though, it could definitely be somebody being kind of conflicted about what it is that they want long term. Now the Ten of Pentacles is like that vision that we have for ourselves. And it could just say that maybe there's a difference in values and what you both are wanting. Maybe you, Aries, are looking for something, long-term, stable, committed, serious. Maybe you're looking for, kind of that white picket fence, kind of life. And maybe the other person is like, I'm not sure that I want a relationship. I might want to be single and just kind of travel in an RV with a cactus and a dog. And it's not saying that one is right and the other one isn't. It's just they're different. And I kind of feel like there's something like that here where somebody here is conflicted about what that long-term vision looks like for them. For some of you guys, if it's not even the long-term vision, it's like what they're ready for right now. And I feel like this person feels like you have been very patient with them. You have been understanding to whatever they have going on, where they're at. They could feel like there is an energy of waiting from you here. Because the way they, you're viewing them as the Four of Swords. So you could be viewing them as, maybe healing. Maybe you're, viewing them as somebody who's kind of, staying to themselves or working on themselves, focused on themselves. The Four of Swords could simply just say this is somebody that you are in separation with, or, a period of no contact or communication with, or maybe it's very minimal communication. So let's keep going. How is this person feeling about Aries? Okay, we have that Lovers card came out. And the Ten of Cups. They do feel like you make them happy. They do feel like you guys could be happy together. But there's definitely something still holding them back. They feel a strong connection with you here. With that Lover's energy, they feel like they could be happy with you. They could, you guys could have something together. But they also feel like there is a lot of challenges and obstacles. I'm really drawn to, on the Lovers card, that there is a mountain in between the two of them. And the mountains in the tarot are symbolic for challenges and obstacles. And it's, because of the way that it is between the two of them. The two people are kind of reaching but not touching. I feel like everything that has happened, all of the obstacles and everything that's happened between the two of you up to this point, I do feel like it has created a lot of challenges, a lot of blockages. It has created some distance between the two of you. Things are not the same as they once were. And it doesn't mean that with work it couldn't get back to that space, but I feel like this is this person acknowledging that, I do feel a connection, but I also really need to figure out what I want, because maybe in the past I've been conflicted here, and I've created obstacles for us, and I really need to figure this out now. Before we try to proceed further. I don't know if we can get past all these obstacles here. This is where this person is at here. These are the things that they're thinking. I feel like they still feel, a very strong connection to you. I'm drawn to like the fiery tree in the background. I feel like it's like a part of them is like, well, why put out the fire if it's still burning? But the other part is realizing that the way that things have created the challenges and the obstacles that you guys have now. So I do feel like it's this person that is trying to make a decision when it comes to the connection. Let's see how you're feeling about them. We have the Two of Wands and the Star. Yeah, you have a decision to make as well. The Two of Wands talks about, leaving something behind in order to go in a different direction. A lot of times he is taking the new direction. He's chosen what he wants here. And it usually requires kind of leaving something behind or stepping outside of some kind of comfort zone. And with the Star energy here, some of you may have decided that you're just going to focus on yourself, or you're going to start to move in a different direction. You're going to focus on your healing. And I don't want to say that I feel like you are waiting on this person. Some of you there could be a part of you that's still holding on to it. There could be a part of you that's waiting to see if something is going to change. But I don't feel like you're stuck waiting. It feels to me that you are, because that Two of Wands is your energy. It's Mars and Aries. I feel like you are living your life and you are taking steps forward here. You are focused on your own healing. You could feel like there's quite a bit that needs to be healed here. And I do feel like you recognize with that Two of Wands that it really can't start until this person makes their decision. You could feel like this person is at this kind of crossroads place. So let's take a look and see what this person is hiding. We have the King of Wands. I'm going to get one more for that. And the Six of Swords. I feel like what they're hiding here is more of just a concern. I do feel like this person feels like if they don't, there's a pressure that they are feeling, or they feel like if they do not make a decision soon, you're going to already have moved on. Now, I feel like this person could have a hard time expressing their feelings, whether it's like they have a hard time opening up or being vulnerable. But I do feel, and maybe it's just because, it's kind of hidden because they're not communicating it to you at this time, right? But they definitely feel some kind of pressure to take some kind of action or to make some kind of decision, because there is this fear that you may move on if they don't. But I also feel like they don't want that to be the reason they come back if they're not really ready, or the reason they move something forward if they're not really ready. Because for some of you, you could still be dealing with this person, but if you are, I definitely feel like there's something with the communication has changed, where it is not the way that it was before with that Four of Swords energy. How is this person moving forward? How are they going to move forward here? We have the Nine of Swords and the Three of Wands. Yeah, I mean, I really feel like this person is really struggling to kind of figure out what they want. I actually don't see a decision right now. I'm just going to be honest with you here. And, these are not permanent outcomes or anything. This is just, I feel like they're really, Three of Wands can be an energy of like thinking of the future and kind of foresight, kind of looking ahead and trying to see what that looks like here. It is an energy that typically does talk about trying to have positive expectations and hopes for how something is going to work out. But with the Nine of Swords, I just feel like this person is feeling that pressure, and they're feeling very upset because they don't know what they want long term. And I feel like it's because there's something here where I feel like this person does want you in their life, but they want you in their life on certain terms. They may not be ready for what you're ready for. How is Aries moving forward here? We have the Empress. I love this for you, because I definitely feel like you are, even if this is hard for you, I do feel like you are focused on yourself. I think you're pouring into yourself. You're focused on the things that you want to create in your life. You're really taking care of yourself. I do feel like some of you guys could be getting ready to experience some kind of glow up, getting a lot of attention maybe here with this Star energy and this Empress energy. And for some of you, I do feel like you have something new coming, some kind of new connection coming in for you, maybe with a Pisces, maybe a Libra, a Taurus. Now, for some of you, this could just be the Knight of Cups sometimes can represent a dream. I'm losing my voice here. Some of you guys this could represent a dream or a vision. And with that Empress energy being creation and abundance, some of you guys are really just pouring into, whether this is a business or a hobby or, something that you're passionate about, that you could really be creating something new for yourself. But I do like this. I think that, I think that it's really beautiful that you are not allowing this to, you're not stuck waiting, and you're not allowing this to hold you back. You're focusing on yourself. You're putting one foot in front of the other, and it definitely looks like it's going to pay off for you. But that is what I have for you. I do hope that this helps. If it resonates, let me know. If it doesn't, that's okay. Just check out your other placements. And everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading or scheduling your personal readings, all of that is in the description box below for you. And if you want personal prayers for any reason, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. If you are interested in the sale, there is a post on the community page for you, or my emails in the description box below. But if this is where we part, thank you for being here with me, and I will see you next time.